Like last year we came in and did some check-in here, I thought, or we just go. Sorry? We gotta wait for there, okay.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Folks, how are you?
See in the dark. Yeah. Bloody bastard. Harrison.
It's free tours that I'll be doing, and the digging tours to help keep an eye. The orientation tours to help plan your day. So I'll take you right up Main Street, show you where all the demonstrations are happening, so on and so forth. So that's at Government Camp. And then the trooper at 11 o'clock is just up there, up at the post office on Main Street. We're doing a musket firing demonstration. Just takes you over all the kit he has to police the goldfields, and he'll fire his two-band carbine musket, 58 caliber, so it'll be a big bang. Other than that, of course, panning for gold's at the creek, just over the hill there. So if you head that way, you'll see it free, as long as there's a pan and shovel free over go. So I'll be hanging around here for the digging tour. See if you have any questions, of course, ask away, and hopefully that's going to stay up this time.
I think you've got it now.
Yeah. If it does fall down, it's going to be someone else's
I think
fault.
it's going to be damaged if you have it.
Oh, absolutely. So it's free tours that I'll be doing, and the digging tours to help keep an eye on one. Oh, yes. There's a reason why some people call them nuisances in pests. As soon as they get free time, they'll swarm to the sweet shop like that.
Okay, that's good. I've got more information.
Looking for anything in particular, folks?
No,
Having a bit of a wander, certainly. Enjoy the rest of your time.
You'll be another 20 minutes, I reckon, sir.
Maybe 5 minutes ago, just down the main street.
Okay. Thank you.
He might be able to help you now.
Thanks.
Good day, folks. You come to purchase some fine fresh mutton from us.
Fine fresh mutton? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah.
Fine fresh mutton.
We are here to get the gold.
Why not, sir? Yeah, why not?
Big gold. We get a big gold there.
Gold? There's the fireplace, I hope not. The gold's over there. You gotta go look at the street behind.
No, so no.
Only Marino.
Bar? Bar? This is already, but say outside. And the insulation, they haven't got the
Well, no, not any. They've got
messed up.
Check out that shop.
And I don't know if I have a card on me. I'm not taking it back. I'm going to trade it for me.
You guys get that. Let's go, guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's actually get goals. It's quick. You usually bring your
I'm a very open person.
We keep things to ourselves.
Yeah, we're a bit more private here. I will fight you like I did in the Carver.
We're in a public place, someone just paid. Because I said they start to have
folks, are we interested in going on an underground mine tour? Say yes. Now, if we are interested in going underground, I can get you going into the mine pretty much now. I just have to go through a few instructions before I get you going underground yourself. So at the start of the tour, you'll head down the stairs underneath the wooden tower out here. You'll go down 52 steps to get into the mine. At the bottom, an audio guide will introduce himself, and he'll guide you throughout the entire tour here today. If you do happen to miss anything that he is telling you, just make sure that you stay in the light, because the lights light up as you are to move forwards as well. And in the first room, there's a ladder that goes up. Just make sure that you wait at the bottom of that ladder and only climb that one when the audio guide tells you to. The lights light up at the top, so you should be down there for a minute or two. Make sure too that you mind your heads, because the timbers can get a bit low, and just keep flash photography and torches off, just as those bright light sources can cause interference with cameras, and I'm checking those to make sure that you're safe throughout the tour. morning. We can get you going underground. So if you wish to head down the stairs this way here, and the program will start at the bottom. Thank you.
I be William Treganza and I be leading you all to work.
First ladder, climb it.
Up the ladder, all of you, and into drive. Come on, climb ladder, lads. He's strong and safe. Follow me. Stop here, lads. Come on.
I can't believe it sometime. Me, a Cornishman, working in wet, stinking deep meat. Did nothing like this back home in Cornwall. Many's the time I wish to be dead. Sooner work for miserable pennies in this awful place. Must find gold soon. Pay for trouble and expense. Bloody water, filthy slush, never ending. Look at it. The life. It's so cold. I know it. I know it. It is. There it bloody is. There it is! Look at it! It's a miracle! A bloody miracle! Boys! Boys, come quick! I found one bigger louse! Boys! Come and lend me a hand! I need to get it out! Oh, yes! Yes! That's it, Drapery! What's happening? Oh, you lost your wits or what? Look, boy, look! Oh, dear life! I never seen such a sight. Never! Nothing more than 2,000 ounces in it! You were about 10,000 pounds, I bet. 10,000 pounds? We're all real. Enough money for us to be called gentlemen in Ballarat. Oh, say, you're it, Geoffrey. Gentlemen, yes. Better than oh. Boys, come and lend a hand. We found one bigger now. Come and give us a hand. You've done it this time, Mr. Geoffrey. You've done it, boy.
Hey, you boys, turn round. I mean, all of you, turn round.
A welcome stranger, also discovered in Victoria. The welcome note is...
Oh, to the church.
Confectionary. That's where you've come to visit. It's not Sovereign Hills Confectionary's brand because we are a business that has been in operation for 175 years. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Still going strong. So the only business here at Sovereign Hill that is not a recreation of a goldfield business, but a continuation. So it's a pretty special part of Sovereign Hill. It was originally founded in England. John Brown, he was the original founding member. He had to move his family here to Victoria for health reasons during the gold rush. So that's how they arrived here. But they weren't looking for gold. They were just looking for the health of their son Thomas. He was a very sick boy. He did make a full recovery actually when he came here to Victoria. The family just purely focused the whole business on confectionery making, so weren't looking for gold or anything like that. 25 years in Denali, 90 years here in Ballarat, and then that's when it was donated to Sovereign Hill in 1974 by the Brown's family. So yeah, Jackie and I are members of the family, we're just employees of Sovereign Hill. So it's a very fine gesture to donate the business and all the equipment to us here at Sovereign Hill 50 years ago virtually. Yeah, so 50 years this year since we've had the business. Gas fires, let alone wood fires. And of course we didn't have to do all that hard work of doing stacking and chopping wood and stuff like that. Coming in there super early, get the fires burning, things like that. So yeah, gas is very efficient. And as I mentioned, this table's plugged. So just the fact we've got hot and cold running water, it's pretty amazing. Back in the day, he's going to do probably 120 of those today, aren't you, mate? And in his downtime, I shouldn't say downtime, we're going to give him a bit of a break from that, give us a bit of a break. He loves to come in and help wind out the lollies. And he's been doing this for about 5 years, mate, isn't it? So every Wednesday he comes in and helps us out. And where do you work on Thursdays?
The gardening department.
Yeah, you work in the gardens, don't you?
I work with Caitlin.
Yeah,
And then
tomorrow, yeah.
And then raking.
Yeah, breaking the leaves, don't you?
Yeah.
So you do a great job. I'm going to talk a bit about the colours I mentioned. The artificial leaves flexibility to it. And here we go. Pretty good, isn't it? Now what we'll do before I package them,
Go forwards, listening.
before I package them, at the moment you can probably look just these first two I pick up have got little sharp bits on the tops. We don't really want that on our lollies, so we'll run them all through our
이렇게.
Good to see you. Sensible bring friends to a break up. So this is called a crucible. Here's one. It's made of graphite, which is of course Carver, and what you find in a graded pencil at school. Clay, and a small amount of silicon. It's very strong. It isn't actually, it's about as strong as a biscuit. The final purification, which you just witnessed, really is a simple process. It is, however, still a bit gloomy. In fact, at 800 degrees Celsius, that will take an hour to cool down, unless I introduce it to a large body of water. Our electrode has managed to rid itself of steam straight up, and in that short time, it is now perfectly safe to handle. And what we have is 100 ounces, 3 kilograms, SAN kilograms. Don't know where that works, there we go. 3 kilograms of 99.99% 24 carat. Unfortunately, what I have to do is take this to Michael Ball, drop it back into its bulletproof case. Then I'm going to open up these doors. We have a shop partner. Bet you never expected that. You don't have to buy anything. Come through. Thank you for your patience, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. But if you want to have a seat, we're about to pour some milk. Hi there, folks. That chocolate right here. Now, an interesting one, yes. That chocolate right here. Now, an interesting one yesterday, we got the police one. Yeah, they were chasing the guy. So one of the police ones was classic. The other one was not.
It is peeled and then polymask.
Lulu. I know. This is what a road used to look like. Okay, now, so that school I remember. Lulu.
That's no need to go.
Luna.
Excursion.
Not there. There.
I found the whole stable.
One of them. Luna. Look at that mine.
Blacksmith, this is where you'll see the horses being made. Yeah?
Lulu.
That's no need to go.
Luna.
Excursion.
Not there. There.
We're standing beside that pump. It's a portage pump that is pumping the water out of the mine beneath us. Beside there is my safety cage, the elevator that leads you in and out of the mine, where you will spend your day, your whole day. Now, a few things I would like you to think about as we finish our tour. The first thing, how much has changed. We walked for 15 years. We went from being in a tent of ash to living in a house.
The mechanism broke, crashed through the shaft and then fell down on top of the cage. For whatever reason, men were travelling on top of the cage, which was illegal. So 2 men got killed and the other 2 had broken ribs and elbow.
And if you look up this pocket, that's the structure. Can you see the top where the yellow flag is? If we were together, the world gold. So not just the gold from the Ballarat goldfield, not just the gold from Victoria, but all gold we have found in the world.
You want that one? I'm going to get this one.
哦，依個馬車啊！
呢個整手套整咩嘅？
馬車嚟嘅，呢度。
Welcome to Happy Hours Drive.
Oh, I'm right, mate. Thank you.
Inside, as if you're doing the splits.
Other way.
You're gonna place the pins. There you go. You gotta grab the ball with two hands.
Yeah.
Stand like you're doing the splits front on the footbridge. Keep going.
Right over on the red mark. Keep going.
Keep
Up
going.
there.
There we go. And then a big, big push all the way down to the end.
Whoa.
I don't know what that's going to be.
And try again, rolling a bit more rather than throwing it.
Yeah, rolling.
Alright, this is what she does with all the bowling.
Yeah.
Your fingers.
Okay,
Alright,
try again.
roll it.
Try and roll as hard as you can.
Good job.
So better roll.
Better roll it a bit more pace.
Round 3.
Yeah, you can push it from here. Next person. No, I need to put it. That's my job, Jordan. Next person. No, don't put it through there. Don't put it through there. I'm next person. It's my turn, Jordan. It's not your job. It's your job.
Jordan, if she rolled it down, she gets to roll it back, okay?
Hush, it wasn't here.
工快啊！
好多啊！
嘢都幾好啊！
啲鄉下味佢叫做。下次啦，揾洗手間。一直幫你揾到，我都要去。
太快有。
One for the right face. Order arms. Good. And order to must. Good. Balls out. Citizens of the Ballarat! People of Empire! In this, the year of our Lord 1855, great news has arrived concerning the war against the Russians on the Crimean Peninsula. Britain and her allies have had a momentous victory, and the fortress of Sevastopol has at last fallen. This is vindication of the relentless and indomitable efforts by Her Majesty's Armed Forces in this fierce and bloody campaign. Now, there are some who say that we should have never become embroiled in this messy squabble, and there are some traitorous members of the press who have taken great delight in describing the horrible loss of life and so-called incompetencies of the leadership of this campaign. Well, let me assure you, there is not one member of the 40th Regiment here today that does not wish that he too was standing, fighting side by side with his brother on the war against these Russian invaders. When these backward imperialist czarists dared threaten the holy sites, we had no choice but to teach them a lesson. And we have prevailed. So, to all those who will oppose the might of the British Empire, you will fail. God is on our side. And if you are not with us, you must be against us. We shall now have 3 cheers for this momentous victory. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hello, sir.
I thought you were waving at us.
No, we'll be shooting at you. All those up against the rope, please take several large steps back before we shoot you. Thank you. That goes for you lot. We shall be firing off a series of shots in salute. This is going to be quite voluminous in nature. You might like to take them and shove them in there. Stick your fingers in your ears. Can they blow me loud?
This is going to be loud.
Fingers in ears.
I'm going to do it.
Just back a little bit worse.
Squad! Under arms! Advance arms! Shoulder arms!
what it felt. The kids also find him bits of.
One parade! 1+1! March! Put arms! Squad! Present! Banging forward the left! Squad! Arm! Fingers and ears! Number 1! Number 2! Number 3!
The floor was wobbling. I don't do that. Guess what? It feels like to be shot when it covered my ears. I thought they were going to accidentally shoot you. Could you
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we have now come to a more enjoyable part of the proceedings, where some of the kiddies, or some of the ladies, might like to step forward and have their photograph taken while standing next to one of these here pocket Hercules. For that reason, not yet! For that reason, I shall now allow these soldiers to fall out. Good! For that reason, fall out!
Make way for the coach.
Oh, little boy. Oh, crap.
Make way for the coach.
Oh, little boy. Oh, crap.
Make way for the coach.
拍完以后发给他。
我太多了。
一个人拍一组。
Yeah.
Have you seen the Nightman? Has anybody seen the Night Soil Man? No? You haven't seen him? Digger, have you seen the Night Soil Man, Mr. Gardner?
Don't want to see him.
What? No.
He's smelly.
Well, yes, he tends to be, but that's besides the point, sir. Look, I don't have time to stay and explain. There is lives at stake, and I must attend to the Johnson family. They're rather ill. But if any of you see the Night Soil Man, please tell him that Dr. Carroll, that's myself, tell him that Dr. Carroll needs him as quickly as possible at the brick house on Speedwell Street. It is imperative that he is there by 2:10. The brick house on Speedwell Street. Ensure he gets there. Lives on at stake. Thank you.
cái này trong nó thu vào
Good day, sir. Good day. This is 以前人家的生活的家咯，人家的家就是这样子。你白就是这个男就是这样的，耶稣就这样的，那不这边就点火咯。好，
Carol anywhere? Carol! David Roosevelt Carol. Yeah, Carol. Garden of the night, man. Have you? Carol! Have you seen him? They said he's in here.
Isn't that the night man?
Carol!
We saw the doctor.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Well, I thought he came up to heal here. He was looking for you.
Dr. Carol! He's there. Oh, someone said he's to come up to the brick house on Speedwell Street.
Okay.
I just.
Well, you don't know why.
Well, I'm going to work tonight. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Well, the doctor, he sent for me, but I was asleep because I got to work tonight, so I'm not going to hang around all day.
Oh, here's the gardener. Where have you been?
Here for some time, actually, sir.
So. I apologise, Mr. Gardner. Now listen, you good, lovely people, you might want to give this house a bit of space. Mr. Gardner, as quickly as you can, sir. And, do not delay. Mr. Gardner, stop, man. Where are you going? No, not here, sir. The cesspit is the rear of the Davidson's abode. That is the house next door, sir.
Yeah, but they're not a customer of mine, are they?
Obviously. Ma'am, I must warn you, for a matter of safety, you should give that house a wide berth. I assure you that the miasma is free.
And worry more about who's going to pay me for this.
Mr. Gardner, you must understand the household here, this family, have all been struck down with typhoid. Now, I believe it's no, you don't need to be alarmed, sir. I've maintained that the disease is being inside this household, sir. But you must understand that the cause of the disease I have investigated, and I believe the cause of the disease is the miasma emanating from the cesspit behind that residence, Mr. Gardner. It must be the miasma. The smell, Mr. Gardner, the smell! Miasma is smell, and its toxic emanations, it spreads disease, sir. Now, if that cesspit is not cleaned immediately, I cannot be held responsible for the consequences.
Stop going on.
Thank you, sir.
You make contact.
Good people, I must apologise for any undue concern that I may have caused. I do believe you are all safe for the time being here, but something must be done. Mrs. Davidson.
That's the doctor. He told me.
Mrs. Davidson, please.
What is going on here, sir?
Yeah, I apologise for the intrusion.
Are you sure?
Mrs. Davidson, you must understand this gentleman has entered your property under my instruction.
How dare you? You
Mrs.
have no
Davidson.
right to send some man traipsing through my house, sir.
Please allow me to explain, Mrs. Davidson. Now you must understand the Johnson family in this house have been quite ill for some time. I'm sorry to tell you the youngest was lost this morning, and the second to youngest is not likely to see it through the evening.
I
Now,
don't see how that is any of my business, sir.
well, Mrs. Davidson, I have investigated the illness and the cause, and I believe the cause of this illness and the spread is the miasma emanating from the cesspit at the rear of your property. Now, please, Mrs. Davidson, if you would allow Mr. Garner to do his work, consider it a service not just for yourself, not just for the Johnson family here, but for your community at large. Please.
Really, Dr. Carroll, a service? And who's going to pay for this service?
Mrs.
Me,
Davidson, it's
I
your
will not
property.
be paying for some man to go traipsing through my house for
He needn't enter your
no
house,
reason.
Mrs. Davidson. The
And
cesspit is in the rear.
Really, sir, if this miasma, whatever you call it, if it's so bad, how come my family is in perfect health, sir?
Mrs.
Answer
Davidson,
me
it's
that,
only a matter of time before your own children. Excuse me!
Yes, Dr. Quack. What do you know? You don't know anything. Really, miasma. Have you just made that up? You know, you should keep your nose out of other people's business and keep your nightmen off of other people's property. I will not be paying for this. I hope you know. I hope my husband gets home and has a good, strong word to you. I keep
I
a
would
good,
very much
clean
like
house,
to talk
sir.
to your husband.
A
Mrs.
good,
Davidson.
clean house. You stay
Yes, very good, Mr. Gardner. Now,
How dare you?
Mr. Gardner, if you... Mrs. Davidson, please. Mrs. Davidson, there's no need for you to be so callous. There are sick children here. Their lives are in your hands. If you would simply allow Mr. Gardner to enter your property and clean your cesspit, then all will be well.
I will not
Mrs.
all
Dav-
is well,
Mrs.
sir.
Mrs. Davidson!
You, sir, will leave me and my family alone. What do you know, Dr. Carroll? You don't know anything. Sir, children die. Don't.
Yes, Mrs.
That's
Davidson,
just a
I'm
part
acquainted with the death of
life.
children. Thank you.
So you can take your so-called service to somebody else. To somebody else who has money to throw away on frivolous things while they're still alive. Sir, I'll have you know I keep a good, clean house.
Thank you,
And I
Mrs.
will
Davidson.
not have you spreading vicious, callous rumors to my neighbours otherwise.
Of course,
A
thank
good,
you,
clean
Mrs.
house.
Davidson. Thank you, Mrs.
I keep-
Davidson.
And I will not hear anything otherwise.
I am certain.
Good day.
How many more of our children are we going to allow to sicken and die before people like her accept the fact that smell is disease?
I'm not getting paid. But have your focus back, lady.
Whereas like, you know, it's 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom is parents, the other one is for, you know, the kids, and the other one is for the guests, like that. Depending upon how many kids are there.
Yeah.
But they all are under one roof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cooking, everything.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Well, lovely meeting you.
Lovely meeting you.
No, it was.
So this is how the doctor
Yeah,
used to...
so he used to be the doctor, the dentist and the veterinarian, and his success rate overall, remember when we're back in the 1850s, so, but if you didn't die of shock, you died of infection. Once you had your arm cut off or your leg, you didn't die of shock, you died of infection. Infection was probably the biggest killer back then because they didn't know how to clean the equipment. You know yourself, like germs and things in your body. And then
what is this?
That's for when you've got a sore neck. You
either busy bag,
yeah,
busy body,
yeah, you put it in the fifties, but he actually studied for 12 months coming over on the ship.
So his name is Dr.
Where's the can?
I'm 50 cents less for the.
He told you.
Đây, ta lấy thuốc đi, đừng mà, khỏi tay.
Hi. Hi. 我的细胞问题啊。OK，我的 OK，冇事。我哋一點一個，兩個，三個，OK。
Remember the one I sat down? I sat down with a woman. She was there with a dog. I sat with her. And I just had cats on. I went inside. I gave her a slice of pizza. And they were.
Ronaldo ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ತಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೋದು ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಥರ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು
There are still pockets of them, and Western Australia. Yeah, so just to the knowledge, our partner is an Aboriginal fellow from Darwin, and all his friends, his family are all Aboriginal, and his friends from the islands called the Tiwi Islands, which are big islands to the north of Darwin. Big island off the north coast, and yeah, I've been out there a few times, and it's proper, like they're still living a very traditional lifestyle.
It's interesting to see that.
Very cool. Yeah, it is very interesting. It's great, you know. I mean, it's a bit different. I mean, now they have the boats with engines and stuff on them, but they used to have canoes and paddles. Blacksmith, yeah. Big things there with fancy.
这个好一点，这个比那个好一点，那个都有，那个在后方。
Chung ra
So we're trying to keep things in commission, which is why we have the heater to pass the prime longest parts of the drills. Second reason is for the drills. So pneumatic drills, powered by compressed air, helps you get through hard rock. In Ballarat, there's volcanic activity. So mountain rock heat used to be volcanic
scientist, I am an inventor, I am a businessman. And I am here today, my good friends, to show you all the most amazing new invention, an invention the likes of which I guarantee has never before been seen here on the goldfields of Victoria. An invention that will forevermore change the face of the gold mining industry in all the territories of Great Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, I of course speak of the incredible, the amazing, the greatly awaited for, and the much vaunted Voltaic battery! And if you would like for me to show you a demonstration of this device, then I invite you to join me in the roped off area behind the post office in a couple of minutes' time. Right, I'm going to blow something up in a few minutes, and I invite you all to come and watch. Big boom, very exciting. Follow me! Gathering this afternoon, everybody. As I said before, my name is Professor Samuel Smith. I am a scientist, I'm an inventor, I'm a great many things. But I am here today to show you an amazing new device, a device the likes of which I guarantee none of you have ever seen before, especially out here in the goldfields of Victoria. And a device that will change the face of the gold mining industry, and indeed all mining industries across the world. Before I do so, however, I must ask of you a question, a very simple question, but a very important one. Who amongst you is a miner? Who works in the mine? Hands up. You, fantastic young man. Now, you work in the mines. Could you please tell myself and everybody else here, in the course of your mining duties, what is it you must do on a regular basis that is very dangerous? Or should I say, what must you do every single day in the course of your mining duties that puts your life at risk, young fella? See if he can answer first.
Cave.
No. What did you have?
Okay, so on bio we got the...
No, thank you. Not you. Continue. You keep talking. You. No, not in my demonstration.
We saw this very loud drill.
Ah, yes, the Widowmaker drill. Not what I'm talking about, but it is indeed very dangerous. You there?
Is it the dynamite?
Well, I've never heard of that before, but I think you're along the right track somehow. Yes.
Blow stuff.
Blow stuff up, or otherwise known as blasting, is an exceptionally dangerous task that must be undertaken on a regular basis in our mining duties. And why must we blast? Why, I shall tell you, we must blast because of this. Now, this, as you can all quite clearly see, is one of the natural alluvium layers of the valley floor. This is a ferruginous conglomerate comprised mainly of rounded and angular pieces of quartz that are cemented together by the oxide of iron. You all understand?
Yes. Yes. We learned about this.
Right, no. So I shall simplify. This is a rock. It's a rock. It's a very dense rock. It is in fact so dense that it will withstand any form of attack short of blasting. Ergo, blasting must be undertaken. Now, the current means and methods for setting and detonating an explosive device are as follows. You come across your rock wall, yes? You will then drill, as we say drilling, you will then drill an aperture or a hole into that wall, and into that aperture you shall place a very small charge or a very large charge, depending on what you're doing, of your explosive charge, your black sanded blasting powder. On top of the black sanded blasting powder, you shall then place one end of your Bickford's safety fuse. Remember that name, Bickford's safety fuse. You place that in there on top of the black powder. You then place upon the aperture a cap. And you must place a cap because without pressure, there will be no explosion. Remember that also. Without pressure, there can be no explosion. So you've drilled a hole. You have filled it with your charge. You have placed in your fuse, and then you've placed upon a cap. You then take the remainder of your fuse, and you unspool it quite a distance, a lot further than this, but permit me for the sake of demonstration. You place down your fuse, you strike a match, you light your fuse, and then what do? You run like the Dickens. And why must you run? Is it not because of that poorly named and deeply unreliable Bickford safety fuse? The question's later on, young man. Bickford safety fuse, a device that is purported to burn at a very specific prescribed rate. Does it do so?
Probably.
Just say no. No, it doesn't. Absolutely correct. Very well done. You're clearly extremely professional in these matters. No, it does not burn at a very specific prescribed rate. It is in fact notorious for burning at any which rate it pleases, sometimes very quickly and sometimes very slowly. Sometimes it goes out entirely. And a young fellow must run in, relight the fuse, and then run back out with half the time that his colleagues had to escape. Sometimes it gives off such copious amounts of sparks that it lights itself fully feet further along than you intended it to be. cutting precious seconds from your time to escape. Now I shudder to think. How many limbs? How many lives? How many husbands, fathers, brothers and sons have we lost to this erroneously titled Bickford Safety Fuse? But my friends, today I, Professor Samuel Smith, am here to tell you no longer, because today I am here to show you such an incredible new life-saving device. I of course speak of my incredible, amazing, much awaited for and greatly vaunted Voltaic battery! I see for a moment that you were struck dumb by the awe-inspiring presence of this device. However, I shall explain.
What's that, sir?
The Voltaic battery.
Sorry,
You'll see.
don't let me grab. That's it. Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this incredible new device, I shall explain how it works. It works by submerging two dissimilar pieces of metal down into an acidic solution in such a manner as to create electrical excitation. Electrical excitation! The electrical excitation is created within the confines of the battery, and then it travels to the explosive charge by means of these terminals here. The charge for today will be in this device called a crucible. We'll just have to pretend that that is the aperture. Questions at the end, I say. We'll have to pretend this is the aperture in the wall, and it travels by means of an incredible new invention, electrical wire. Okay, perhaps some of you are confused. I shall explain. Now, electrical wire is a very new invention. However, some of you may have read about it in your local Mechanics Institute library. For the uninitiated, I will describe. Electrical wire is comprised of two primary components. Firstly, the copper strands. Yes? Now, the copper strands are designed to transmit the passage of the electrical fluid from one end of the wire to the other. The other main component here is this rubber substance here known as gutta perca that encases the wire and prevents the electrical fluid from spilling out into your mine, which I'm sure you can imagine would be highly dangerous. On this end of the wire, you can see we have the copper strands, and they are separated. Whereas on this end of the wire, the copper strands are connected by means of a very small piece of wire known as an alloy. Now, who can tell me what an alloy is? Yes?
An alloy is a mix of two different elements.
You are pretty much absolutely correct. The only difference is there can be more than two sometimes. But otherwise, absolutely correct. It is a mixture, in this case, of two different kinds of metals that are designed to meet a specific purpose. In this case, that purpose is that the passage of the electrical fluid superheats the alloy, causing it to spark, which will in turn set off the detonation of the explosive powder. So this end here will be placed into the crucible, whereas this end here will be placed onto the battery. And now we come to the exciting part, of course, which is our explosive charge. Now, where was the young fellow? Was it you that said you worked in the... No, where's the young fellow who worked in the mines?
Where's Lucas?
He's there.
Chelsea?
It matters not, we shall show you anyway. Now, any of you who have worked in mines may be familiar with this, this here. This is black sand and blasting powder. It is also known as gunpowder. When it is used in firearms, it is ground to a much smaller granule size, but when used for blasting, you want larger granule sizes for the surface area. Now, no questions. Now, I am going to be placing my charge into my crucible here. Now, I am a very cautious scientific man. I have done my studies and research, and I believe the most amount I can safely place into this crucible for this port of demonstration is a measured 2 scoops that I just placed in. Now, if I was ever to put in more than 2 scoops, I would be putting the device at risk, I'd be putting my own safety at risk, I'd be putting your safety at risk, and very importantly, I'd be putting the safety of this lovely post office behind me at risk, and it's a wonderful building, I'd open to do that. Now, where was I? Put that in. Yes, this goes into the crucible. So the end of the wire with the alloy goes straight in. Fantastic. And now once we have got the end of the wire with the alloy, we must add our explosive charge. Now I'm a very cautious scientific man. I've done a great deal of research, and I believe the maximum amount of black powder you can place into a crucible of this size is 2 level scoops. Now this is very important to remember, because if I was ever to place in more than 2 scoops, I would be putting the safety of my device at risk, I would be putting my own safety at risk, your safety, and of course I would be risking the safety of the post office behind me. So always important to be cautious. And now, my friends, let's see who was listening before. What can an explosion not exist without? Yes. Not entirely incorrect, but not what I'm after. Yes. I said it earlier. I said don't forget. What can an explosion not exist without?
Gas.
No, I'm just going to say it. Pressure. You need pressure for an explosion to occur. By your face, I'm certain you were about to say pressure, so well done. To create that pressure, I have an amazing new invention, a cork. Okay, nobody's ever excited by the cork, but I can tell you folks, the bottle of spiced brandy this was attached to earlier this afternoon was very exciting. Now I'm going to place this in here, and then I must be very, very cautious. Don't distract me now, young man. I must be very, very cautious. Outstanding. Now we have created pressure. And I will place upon this the safety cap, and I will place this device as far away from myself as I can. You can wait until after the demonstration. Never mind, young man. I don't have time right now. I must demonstrate this device.
Okay.
Now, young fellows and friends, I have got the one end of the wire, which is in the crucible here. I now have the other end of the wire that I'm going to attach to the terminals of the battery. I will ask you to take a few steps back, please. Because once I have this wire attached, what we are dealing with, my friend, is a live, explosive device.
Is it gonna make our ears hurt?
It is not as loud as gunfire. You are welcome to block your ears when I throw the switch, but it is not necessary. Now, when I, Professor Samuel Smith, throw this switch, electrical energy shall be created within the confines of the battery. This energy in the form of electrical fluid will then travel to the terminal. It will then travel down the wire, and it will create a spark in that alloy, which will detonate the black powder charge, thus creating an explosion. Are we all ready? My good friends, I, Professor Samuel Smith, shall be throwing this switch in 3, 2. One more small thing just before I do. Now, when I first arrived in the colony of Victoria a few days ago, I arrived in the port of Melbourne, and I demonstrated this device there. Now, to put a long story short, it takes time for an electrical force to travel a distance along the wire, so when I threw the switch, it took fully 40 seconds for the detonation to occur. Now, 40 seconds is a long time. I don't wish to waste your time dallying about for 40 seconds. I'm not going to waste your 40 seconds, no. I've done a very keenly scientifically discerned thing, and I cut the wire in half. So it should take precisely 20 seconds now for the device to detonate. That being said, I do require the services of a volunteer. One that can count to 20, preferably without removing your shoes and socks. You very colourful young lady there. What? Never mind. You young lady, what's your name? Alina, fantastic. Could you please count to 20 for me? Nice and loud. Outstanding, Alina. I believe you can reach 20, but can you count scientifically? What? Never mind, I'll explain. It's very simple, I'm sure you can do it. In order to count scientifically, you must ensure there is roughly an equal integer of time between each numeral. In order to ensure that happens, I like to introduce some vocabulary, you understand? I like to say banana between each number. So I will count 1 banana, 2 banana. But Mississippi is very common as well. Could you count to 20 bananas for me, please? Alina, was it? Alina, please count to 20 bananas for me. Outstanding, Alina. I believe you can reach 20 bananas. Now, just to make sure the scientific counting is as scientific as possible, I like to introduce some rhythmic movement. Bit of a dance. So I will count like this. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4 banana. Could you please? Outstanding. Round of applause for Alina. Thank you very much. Now, Alina, when I throw this switch, I'll count 3, 2, 1. Alina, start counting. You count to 20 bananas. On the 20th banana precisely, the device will detonate. We all understand? Yeah. You understand? Fantastic. Here we are. Anyone can dance, but even I want to get counting. Now, my very good friends, I'm going to throw this switch. Alina will count to 20 bananas. On the 20th banana, the device here will detonate. Are you all ready? Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will be throwing this switch in 3, 2, 1! Alina, don't count yet. Wait. There is one more thing, very important thing I forgot to mention. Now, good people, when I introduced myself to you this afternoon, I introduced myself as Professor Samuel Smith, scientist, businessman, inventor. It's all true. I am not only here to show you this device. Please put that down. I am not only here to show you this device. I am not only here to blow something up. I am here, bless you, to save lives. I am here to save lives, truly. You, sir. You, sir, with the wonderful front red backpack that appears to be a small human. Can you please tell me, sir, what is the value of a human life? Uncountable. Would you say priceless? Priceless in his own words. Priceless. And if a human life is priceless, and it is, and if this device will save lives, which it will, would it be too much to me for ask for a simple, mere £50 to purchase this device? Do not answer me. Don't answer me, because I am not asking for £50. I am not asking for £40. I am not asking for 30. Not 20. I am not even asking for £10. Today, this device could be yours for the low price of £8 deposit. And if you wish to purchase the device after the demonstration, come up, line up here, with £8 in hand. I shall take your money, I shall take your personal details, and when the devices are ready for distribution, I will have sent to your very door an invoice for complete payment. Now, Alina, yes? Alina, I'm really going to throw the switch this time, I promise. All right? I promise. Yes. Really, I've done everything now. My good friends, I shall throw this switch. I shall count to 20 bananas, and on the 20th banana, the device will detonate. Are you ready? Here we are. I'm throwing the switch in 3, 2, 1. Alina, start counting. It's on fire. Alina, money, because the deposit price has just gone down to £7.
Come on, Alina, we need to go. I know.
Never heard of what you're talking about in my life before.
Let's go, we need to go.
£6? £6.
It's only
£5,
£4.20.
10 shillings.
Yes, so away from your body. Really keep going. Actually, would you like to just paddle here, sir?
Would you like to come and hold on to this for me? There we go, hold on to that very important job.
Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going. You've got a lot of spinning to do. I hope you've got a good arm. Keep going. Alrighty.
Keep going.
Keep going.